Let there be peace and love. Welcome to Satsang. Who one really is always. That can never be lost. So why to come to Satsang? It must be that there is a false attribution, a false attribute that one gives to himself, which troubles him, which make him search in many directions to eventually come, after having tried a lot, to the search to liberate oneself from illusions, to liberate the one thinks he is from illusions. You can come near if you like, there is a seat. I am not a cannibal. Those who want to come near, there are 3 seats near. Anyway. So, in Satsang, that's a bit too near. So in Satsang you will have no solution for what your mind presents you. Who is the owner of the mind? Must be somebody. Must be somebody. And the mind suggests that somebody must be like this and like that. That somebody is body-mind. I am born. If I believe I am a mind and a body, logically I am born. I have a personal life, and I will die. And scandalously, in Satsang you hear who you really are is never born. It is not the unborn, that's a concept. It's never born. It doesn't belong to time. It doesn't depend on any concept. So, there is nothing to do if you can keep quiet. If you can not listen the mind. That is the direction to give when one wants to realize himself. Don't enter into the movements of the mind. Let it be this mind busy with the world. Let it be this mind busy with trying to reach a spiritual state or a no mind. It is still mind. It is still states of mind which will come and which will go, which will make you identify with a state and which at some point will leave you. And that's why I, to whom all this happens, gets unsatisfied, deeply uncontented. So he's searching. So where this search happens, where? In the mind, body-mind. And the wise man says, don't enter into the mind. Don't take what the mind suggests for real. Because the magic of the mind is that as soon as you grasp a thought, its magic makes it real. It looks like real. So don't take the risk. For an instant, give yourself an instant of not grasping the mind, not landing in some platform created by the mind. Means in some experience, in some understanding, in some feeling, in some insight even. Be freed from the tyranny of the mind. There is not much else to follow or to understand. Yet, if the mind still speaks, still brings, looks like valuable arguments, doubts, questions, satsang is meant for that. It's the space to expose what appears in one, which looks still real. So, welcome to that adventure. And don't be shy. It would be too bad to lose your time. Make it at least full of benefit for yourself, or make your search stop, drop. And if a search drops, it means the seeker drops. The belief that I am a seeker is a reality drops. What a relief. So, so don't lose your time. You see, to keep silence means two things. Or you are freed from the tyranny of your mind, wonderful. Or you believe that you are in a state sufficiently quiet, which looks like real, but then you land somewhere in your mind, not knowing it, so you have to check it. Or you sit on a good thick mattress of questions suppressed, or put in a corner that you allow yourself to open the drawer when you are out of satsang. And that's a pity, because a doubt, a persistent question which looks important, essential, kills many times. It doesn't leave you alone. And that's why one is not happy. So better in satsang to express, and then you will be in silence by yourself, don't worry. than to keep silence and talk by yourself after. Or ask me to develop or to tell something about a theme of your choice regarding the subject.
Did you on Thursday say this is not real here? Or did you say this is not the whole reality?
I don't. It was not exactly my words, but good if you understand this way. Yes, my dear, we are in a dream.
This dream feels really.
It feels very true.
Very true.
That's why I wanted to tell again why it feels so true. It's very true for your body and for my body. And that's why in this dream we speak so much of relationship. There is a I and there is a you. Because there is a I, there is a you. There is the other, there is the world. I taken for real. So what does it mean when I say I always, when I wake up, make one step too much. Instead of keeping quiet in what I always am, I grasp a first movement which comes with the waking up. I am body-mind, my body-mind wakes up, but we don't say that long sentence, so we reduce it to I. And we forget that we glue to this I, we glue a concept, which the world means, which the dream will surely not tell you that. But those who have seen it's a dream-like means inconsistent. It's not real by nature. It looks real, but it's not real by nature. Those only say, please, you are not so happy, you are searching. You will never find happiness or peace or whatever, or yourself, your real self, in this manifestation. Try. But generally those who come to satsang have tried already quite a lot. And they are stuck in some state or they still search. And if it is long in time, they lose their fire also for freedom. So don't worry. Just see that it is due to this misunderstanding, this wrong attribution to yourself. I am this body-mind. Now, there is one indication to come out of this hypnotism. It is, or you can hear directly, all this is the play of your mind. So you are always your real self. So don't make the step to grasp. For an instant, I don't ask you to be in a lifetime in this, but since you believe you are this, for an instant, keep quiet as you are always yourself. Just don't go to this habit which is very quick, but you will be more and more vigilant to grasp this first movement. That's all. Or you can ask, from where I come from where I come. And that will be the answer, not in your mind, but the answer will be of who am I in reality when this sentence itself ends. Keep quiet. Then it will become obvious that you are not what you can see. Aspects of yourself, of course, not truly who you are. If there is any clarity to be given, please ask. You have not to accept to have an unclarified mind. It will not work. Very good first to be clear.
And the things around me or what is seen,
Yes.
are they real?
They are as real as your senses. And as the one who has these senses, who is seeing I. They belong to your body-mind. That's why it looks real, because we all have the same substance. So live in your dream till this body and mind is living. But know who you are. Then there is no confusion.
So what do you do to know who you are?
Like that? This question comes from where?
Well, I suppose my mind.
Yes, from my mind. And what did I say just a minute ago?
But if you're in one in one story, let's say, yes, to step out of that story or to step out of that play,
You have not to step out.
but to see it from another perspective, maybe not the I perspective.
Yeah, but wait. You have not to step it out. You are always yourself. So you veil it believing that this dream or mirage is the reality. That's why it is said it's like a dream. You see, analogy are limited, but we are limited
But that's
in words.
because you only know that reality. No?
Of course, but then you see, if you come to satsang, is you trust those who have been there. And if you don't, I will tell you, if you don't, it means maybe you have to still try many other ways. But those who have tried other ways, some have found something. So we don't see them here. But if you have not found, they broke their head, they broke their heart, they broke all the possibilities. They come with a, I'm hopeless now. I am even helpless with my mind because I don't see any exit. So this question, of course, my dear, you will not see any exit because you will not realize yourself through the mind. Never. Nobody so far, and it will never happen. So there is a tool which is from millennia, very old, and Ramana Maharishi brought it more alive. Who am I? That is the key. To question this so-called I that we never question because it is our base of this dream. So when you come to this, you try, because you have been trying the rest. And this can be tried just now. You don't need to be matured enough or pure enough, or what is the other qualities? Saintly enough. Or you need, yes, you require an intense desire to be liberated or to realize yourself. That is the ingredient. And another ingredient which comes necessarily when that desire is there is that you meet the proper finger which will tell you how. That's all. That's all, and that's why this can be realized now. Because you may not believe that you are yourself, but I believe that you are yourself. You see?
Now I'm confused.
Then you have to investigate.
Yes.
You can ask more, you see, it doesn't matter. It is important to be able to express what's going on in this mind. Huh? Yes, please.
And as I feel now, the most powerful tool of the body-mind to keep us in this magic is the fear.
For you,
For me.
okay. I have fear.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's quite a good intuition, this I. But it's not based on anything. Because you are already yourself. So, it means you go into the movement of your mind, you catch I rises. It arises all the time, except in deep sleep. And presents that, but there is fear only in this manifestation. There is fear only in this manifestation. What is a fear? It's to lose what you own, maybe. Because you think that I will disappear. In fact, the belief that I is real disappears. I will always reappear and disappear and reappear as long as this is alive. So to fear what? You are already yourself. So to realize that, don't catch the fear. The fear is in your mind. No. If there is any impediment to that, you tell. Because it will always be now. And if you say, yeah, after some time when I'm alone and better and so on, then it never comes. It is the postponement of the mind. It's a trick. So, now. And if there is anything rising, you tell it.
Will the fear of the surroundings, my fear, mine, will this disappear?
You fear. You can
fear
have
this,
fear
I fear
if
that.
you meet a rat or a lion in front of you. I don't know, that your body may have shivering and fear and your mind, whatever. but you will never have this feeling or this idea which comes to you, I lost myself. You will never have anymore this fear, oh, I will lose my existence because I have to realize myself. You see, those fears, they just drop, of course. They are part of the search. They don't exist after that. But some fear of circumstances, very spontaneous fear, which are innocent after all, they don't root, they don't make you lost, you will not forget yourself or whatever. That doesn't come. You see, once you don't confuse yourself for what appears, the manifestation continues as always. Your life probably will not change much. Even your habits, you will not become a better man or a worse. There's nothing to do. It's just an endless creation of your own self.
Now, if if the body-mind is an illusion, and if I drop that, or if you drop that, or anybody drops that, what stays? What's left, basically?
Yourself.
Okay, but
you cannot imagine before. You cannot imagine before because it's not in the mind. The mind cannot conceive it. The mind rises from there. So when you ask, from where I come, it is the last, what to say, dead end, dead way, you say, dead end of the mind. It goes back to its source.
Mm-hmm.
And if you do half an inch farther, means you don't land at the source, it disappears. Because it is not real by nature. Only the self is, in fact, only. But the mind has this nature of multiplying. That's why it is called the duality, the samsara. This is duality.
But do you see a meaning in this duality? Does it have a...
It has
a
the
cause,
meaning
the
you
stream,
want to give.
or is
It has the meaning you want to give. And I always propose, since you are in satsang, give a meaning to realize yourself. Make it a priority. That would be a wonderful incarnation. Yes.
So I sit on a very uncomfortable carpet.
Aha! You don't need to sit on a carpet. It will be okay. Which one? How is that carpet?
I'm very tired of... So, for example, yesterday I realized that my mind played again a trick with me. That's all.
But you see, the mind will always play a trick with you. Sorry. If you don't ask who is the owner of the mind. The mind in itself will always play trick. It's like this that this creation is seen, is experienced. So if you play with your mind, it will always give you tricks. You have to bring the mind back to its source. Means what? The mind alone cannot say anything. It's because there is I which rises that there is a mind, that there is a world.
But maybe that's the problem, that maybe my inquiry or this question, who I am in reality, is not effective enough.
It's not effective because you may not ask it in the right direction.
Till now.
Yes, of course. Yes. So try to hear. The answer will not be in your mind.
Yes, I understand it.
Okay. So the answer, listen well, will not be owned or experienced by I. The answer is when the question, the one who questions, doesn't show up in the questions. So when the question ends, disappears. I give an example. Who is feeling uncomfortable? The sentence ends comfortable. Bass. Yes? Keep quiet there. Keep quiet there. Who is feeling this uncomfort? It goes at the source of the mind. If you ask, how to make my mind peaceful, you don't go at the source, you work on the mind. Here, to be freed from the tyranny of the mind, you have to dedicate an instant to bring it back to I, because it rises with I. And when you cannot express anymore I, it's because I disappears in yourself. Keep quiet there. You do it now. I speak too much now, but you have to understand. Now, what happens is that someone may keep quiet.
I understand.
It's not an understanding.
That's the problem, that I understand.
No, you cannot understand. You do it. But let me continue. You keep quiet, then the mind will arise again, suggesting so many things. Why? Why do you grasp? Why do you think there is something there about realization? It is only the mind. Through habit, it will rise very, very much in the beginning. Very much. You have to develop that wisdom, not to grasp it. But it's just a habit. Now you know very well where to go, which means you never went anywhere, but you had that feeling. So
Ganga, a realization of self is here, and mind always want to say that is not realization. That is I need to seek. I need. That is this.
The mind will always propose a better beyond, a better realization.
Yeah.
Don't go there. Don't go there. That's why you see some people make practice with their mind, and the practice never ends, because the mind proposes always more deep, more subtle, more beyond. And when this is done, more prior and prior, whatever. Never ends. If you make a practice, if you believe the suggestions of your mind, it will be even beyond your death to be busy. You see? So be wise. Just see. I don't want now to have again and again experiences of the beyond and this exploration of spirituality, which is every time you meet a new guru or a new book on spirituality, there is something new. Oh, this I have to go there, this I have to experience. Oh, finally, it's exciting. No. Whatever your mind presents you now, you have to be wise. I want to free myself or not? Or I am still into the exploration. If my priority is exploration, go for it. If my priority is to realize myself, I shall not look at the fantastic suggestions of my mind. I shall not grasp it for a moment. I keep quiet. This is the diamond, to keep quiet. Then your own self will reveal itself without the mind. So one has to be very clear about this.
And because we believe in mind, we think that this real self also comes and goes.
The mind thinks so.
Yeah.
Only a mind comes and goes. Only experiences of the body or mind comes and goes. Then you describe only body-mind. You don't describe who you are. And who you are can never be an object of description. Never. Yes. No?
No.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's so simple.
Yes. So simple.
Everything is going on. The emotions or
Beautiful.
but I use the mind.
Good.
Pardon?
Why you say but?
No.
You use the mind if you say but.
Yes. Is it normal?
No.
No? What?
No. There is no but. It's so simple. Everything continues going on. I am always myself. Why a but? But is that. And if you do that, there is somebody doing it. Again, you have a loop, which will not be simple again. Why but? What is not clear? What more do you want to understand?
For example, the mind is going and changing.
Yeah, sure.
If I want to say something, I use the mind, you know.
Of course, me too. I use the words of the mind to speak to you. Then what's the problem?
I only ask.
Okay. You will behave exactly the same. Your mind will, except that, of course, your mind will have no illusions about things, but you will behave exactly the same with good and bad habits. You may have a more agitated mind than another or not, I don't know. This will continue. You see, because this body-mind is the past. All this belongs to the past beliefs. It will continue. In India, they have a beautiful analogy. Do you see their fan is on the ceiling? And when... Fan.
Ventilator.
Ventilator. Huh? It goes on because it's always very hot. Then you unplug. When monsoon time comes, you close the button. And what you are looking and still going on a little bit. Doesn't stop at once, still goes on. Habits of this body-mind still going on. You will still appear the same, but it's unplugged.
Mm-hmm.
The confusion is not there. That's all. So no but. No but.
No, but.
No but. But is expressed, you know, when there is still some doubt or question which looks real or valuable in the mind. But this has to be clear, which is totally all right. I say myself, expose that. But it's my duty to bring you back always from where it comes. Hmm? Very good. You have nothing to say? You are okay? Yes? Yes, sir? Well, you're lucky then. You're lucky. Okay. This is not new to you. No.
I have a question, but it's not really a question. For me, it's like that when my true nature would be a chocolate. It's like when I'm in the satsang, it's I ask what is inside the chocolate and how it tastes, but it's just to know it. So to eat it is something different, and to be the chocolate is also something different. And it's like I know inside myself so deeply that I am what I am, but I can't enter.
Yeah, so you have the knowledge. You have the knowledge that you are yourself, but you don't have the realization. Must be that.
Pardon?
You have the knowledge
Yeah, but
that
it's
you are
not-
always yourself, but you don't have the realization.
Yes,
Yeah.
but it's not a knowledge from the mind. It's
Oh, your
yeah,
knowledge
it's something
is
that
not,
I feel it so deep, but
yeah, but still a feeling. You see, let it be a deep, deep, deep feeling. It is. It belongs to whom? Belongs to whom? A feeling.
yeah, it's still the body mind. But
But you want to realize it.
mm,
Yes. That's very good. So you are in the proper place. So you have the knowledge, I am always here, but something is missing because you have not realized it. Yeah. So to know you are always yourself means also you know that whatever appears is not you. So the deep feeling is also not you. Not really you,
Yeah.
who you are. So the knowledge is also not you. So just ungrasp what you know for an instant. Ungrasp yet what you know, because otherwise you still grasp this veil of I am body mind. And that's the only problem, in fact. You have not to know to realize yourself. It is much more vast than that. I mean, it is independent of the self-knowledge even. It is always here. And keep quiet. Don't go into your mind so quickly. Prema.
When you say don't grasp,
Yeah.
until now I thought it was like what I told you yesterday, I have the picture that the thoughts are cars and I let them go.
Yeah.
But you mean not grasping the eye?
Yeah. You see, you cannot see a car if I doesn't see a car.
Yes. Yeah.
So it's better, instead of a long practice which may never end, to be the watcher of cars, of thoughts. What about the watcher then? It is the root cause of all this manifestation. From where this manifestation comes? I brings the manifestation. From where I come? Keep quiet there. And don't grasp any answer, anything, or even experience which may appear then.
Now I have to tell you because it happens. It's always the same. So you tell me, in that case, you tell me this now, and immediately there's something saying, I don't get it. So again, then
You prefer your mind than what I say. You give the priority to your mind. You see, the attachment to the mind is because you fear not to exist. It's totally false and fake and it's a total hallucination, all this. So you still prefer to catch that bone, I don't get it, instead of keeping quiet. You will not be happy, my dear, if you catch the mind. You will not be happy. So, when it comes, doesn't matter, through habit it will still come. I don't get it. Don't grasp it. I don't get it. Oops, it's gone. Where are you left? Keep quiet. It's as simple as that, but you have to do it. I cannot do it for you. I can indicate. Do it now, this satsang. And if something blocks you, again tell me.
Isn't this question, who am I, actually what brings everything into existence?
No, the contrary. With the question, who am I disappears in its own source. It's when you don't ask this question that everything appears. When I sleeps, the world is there. You cannot give a better answer than the scientific. In deep sleep, you sleep. There is no world there.
It depends on what sleep phase, I guess.
Deep sleep.
Deep sleep.
You know,
Yeah.
don't be complicated. I mean, there is a sleep, there is a dream state,
yeah.
and there is a waking state. I speak of sleep.
Okay.
Yeah. Is there a world there? Those who have insomnia,
but there's no
those who have
question there.
insomnia is because they keep the world.
Yeah, but there's no question either.
Yeah, because I sleeps.
But that was just, okay, it's a thought, but that's my thought that why is all this, why do things come into shape and develop some sort of consciousness? Because they have a question or a need to experience themselves? There's some story evolving from
This is
life.
this is the thing of the samsara, you see.
Yes.
If you have,
But if I stop questioning, if I just
but you cannot
without-
listen. You cannot stop questioning if you feel still I am somebody. This is impossible. You may have space of that, but it will never be permanent because it is the mind.
Yeah, but as long as I live, I will have a mind, won't I?
But
I will. Maybe I don't feel I am, or I don't believe that I am my mind. But I will still work with it in some way. I cannot just.
I
let it
say
go
to
and-
everybody, don't worry. You will still appear the same. This
Yes.
I still reappears
Yeah.
and will sleep and reappears and will have the life which is according to its circumstances. Of course, there is no problem there. No problem there.
If I ask the question, who has fear, because I don't want to have the fear, does that function?
Well, but you don't do two things at the same time. I don't want fear, and who has the fear? One of the two you have to take at a
I
time.
have fear,
Yeah.
and then I think I don't want to have the fear. Okay, I can ask the question.
You see, okay, ask a question. But you know, this question has a more result than what you expect. Because if, in fact, you want to be somebody without fear.
Yeah.
It will be a temporary attainment, my dear.
I didn't understand it, the whole.
It will be a temporary relief of
Relief.
attainment. You can even say an attainment. Oh, suddenly, the same circumstance. I have no fear. I win it. I have no fear. You can be sure that at the corner something of very fearful will give you fear again. So don't run after those things, because then that's why you search, you see. You think still that through some trick in the mind you will be happy, relieved, peaceful and all that. You may know sometimes experiences like this, but it doesn't last. It doesn't last.
So I have to accept that I have fear.
Even if you accept, it will not work, because it is I as a somebody who accepts, and you can be sure at some point he will reject it for some reason. Don't try to escape. You can still play a bit if you like, but at some point you will have enough to try to escape, because it doesn't give happiness. Are you happy?
Sometimes.
Yes, that's what I say, sometimes.
Ganga, when I go to deep sleep, why I'm not aware of real self?
Why should you be aware of your real self? It doesn't need your stupid and limited awareness.
Okay.
I sleep, let him sleep, this I. Don't trouble him to be aware in sleep.
Okay.
Yes, it's more easy than what you read in books. Somebody phoned me, telling, "Are you aware in sleep?" I said, "When I sleep, I sleep." He was very furious. Boom, he clacked the phone. Good luck, if he wants to be aware in sleep, he will never sleep anymore in his life, and he has to go to the psychiatrist soon. No, these are wrong understanding and teachings, I tell you. So, but if you want to try. But,
always this problem. When I go to sleep, I sleep. Okay, and I can read books. When yogi is aware. Okay. Okay.
Yogis are not necessarily liberated beings. They have attained what the yoga presents. Rare, but some yogis are real yogis. They are not. Yoga doesn't teach liberation. Yoga teaches to be freed from an agitated mind. I tell, be freed from your mind. Let it be agitated or not. Agitated? You don't need to understand Prema?
So what happened was that sometimes I tried to describe, and then I asked again the question again, and now it's more quiet. It's quiet, more quiet. I don't know.
Yeah, but when you are more quiet, you also say who is more quiet. You see, don't land in any answer of your body-mind. Otherwise, again, you will be more quiet, but you can be sure that again you will not be quiet, because the duality is like this. You cannot change duality into oneness. This is a stupid idea also of the teachings. You cannot change this samsara, which is multiplication, into oneness. What is one is I. The root of the manifestation is what? It's I. But I alone doesn't exist. Already it's glued to body-mind, birth and death. So, what is Advaita? What is realization of the self? It's not to realize the oneness. It's to realize who you are. Means you don't know what it is, but you keep quiet. Finally, in yourself. Says my master. Yes.
And how do you experience that?
You don't experience.
You just trust that this is the truth.
In
And
the
then
beginning,
you
you trust. You see, I will tell you the little journey. You are a seeker. You try many things. Let's say now you are clear. Oh, I want to know myself. I want to realize. So you try many gurus, many teachers who speak about that. It's totally natural. You have to check if you are at the right shop. If they don't sell you chocolate when you want some salty things and so on. Okay? So once you feel, you meet that it fits your demand, stop. Even if 10,000 others says the same thing, don't go.
But isn't that the I that feels that it's right?
Of course, you are a seeker, no? Otherwise, why do you go to satsang?
Yes, but how?
And then, listen. Then you stop at a teacher. That if you stop at a teacher, it means I have an intuition, it fits my demand. Then you trust. Because you need help. Then you trust. Huh? That's all. But it's of no use to hop from, if you feel everybody says the same, to hop from one to another, because how can you trust so many indications, different in form? It's better to work with one. You may, up to finding that one, you may, of course, try. Once you know, you work up to the end with that one. Otherwise, you are not helped. It's a delay only, delaying. Tricks of the mind. Yes.
In deep sleep, the body disappears and the world disappears, right?
I sleeps. Yeah.
There's nothing, but this is also experienced.
Of course, because
when I wake up, I can see, okay, I was in nothingness.
You see, I, when he sleeps, doesn't mean I has disappeared in realization of the self. I is in a seed form, is virtually there. It is I who sleeps, it's not the self which sleeps, isn't it? And that's why it wakes up. When a thought comes, boom.
So I is wrong when it thinks, okay, this what is experienced in the deep sleep is my true self.
For me, yes. I sleep, so. The image is often given, it's like in deep sleep, but because to give some image that this world depends on I, waking up I, you see, not for more than that. Whatever image you like, you see, has its limits, but it may strike you for some aspect it reveals. You are always yourself. The states go on changing. The states of I go on changing. And the sleep state is also a good example because we think very much, or we feel very much, or we believe very much in the continuity of I and the world. So it shows, you see, it's not as continuous as you think. Like that. More than that, I will not use this image. Yes.
So the real, what I'm really am,
Yes.
can't experience itself without this body, mind. Is it like that?
It can't experience itself.
It can't experience itself.
Point.
So it needs the little I. Or
No, no.
It needs,
It doesn't need anybody, anything.
But
What you said, very good. But I would put a point. Point, you say? Point. Before you speak of I, that you want it or not, is the... Now I will become a poet, but it's just an image also, is the joy, is the nature of the self to manifest itself. It cannot do otherwise. It doesn't need I to what? To know it's no, to experience itself. The body-mind will never experience who you are. It disappears, the concept disappears in the self. So, and the owner of the concept, I, disappear in yourself. That's how you cannot experience it. You have not to understand. If you want to understand, you can. It means you can conceptualize who you are. It's a wrong approach, because the mind is created from who you really are, which is there. But you veil it by the desire of the mind to own it. It will never own it. It will never conceptualize it. Or, if it does conceptualize, it's fake. It's not the truth.
But then when I'm dead, when this
Dead.
body-mind is dead,
Yeah, nothing happened. You are always yourself.
but who experiences itself?
But it is I who experiences as body
Even if
mind.
I'm
I'm dying. No. I. What is I? Is body mind, yeah? Or not?
No.
Ah. Okay. Maybe what? Who you are, Who you are doesn't experience anything.
Doesn't experience anything.
No.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but then the full story is that, okay, my true self doesn't come, or is more than the I, but I cannot experience it, and the only way is to trust it. I cannot do anything to get there, basically. And believe in it, basically, and mind my business as usual, because I cannot experience it anyway.
Then keep quiet.
No, but that's just what I get. This
Yeah,
is
but then that's why I say keep quiet.
yes.
Yes, that's fine.
Okay. Okay. I'm just reflecting when I got it right.
Yeah.
But we can realize real self.
No, as I, you
Yeah.
cannot realize. It
As
will
I,
not
yeah.
be I who will be realized.
As I,
Otherwise, that I would be a hero in this manifestation. I realize, wow, I am the embodiment of truth. I will tell the truth to everybody.
That is
Sounds
I
good, huh?
realization.
Huh?
I realization, self realization. Yeah.
There is never a I realization.
Yeah.
No. I arrogance, maybe.
Yeah.
But who then is the one who realizes itself?
Nobody.
Nobody.
Nobody. Finally. What a relief. What a relief. The mind cannot understand.
So there's no click. No click.
The click is not the realization. The click, oh, I was always myself, for example, if it comes, is still in the dying mind or the dying belief of I. Say, okay, and then surrender comes.
So can we say that the self-realization is just the dropping away from the idea? I mean, it's just that something falls off.
Everything falls off. Imagine, I, as a believer, I am real, falls off. The click is still an experience, okay? But it brings surrender if one keeps quiet. Otherwise, it will bring the top of the arrogance, I am enlightened. What's the time? Oh, we have plenty of time together.
Yeah, I just want to share how the dance was for me.
Yeah, okay.
And it's like, I was here 1 year ago.
Yes.
And yeah, and I played a lot with, like my favorite thing you said were two things, like one, the desire has to be there, has to be alive.
Yeah, yeah.
Because that gives me fire to
Yeah.
be awake and play.
Sure.
And the other thing is like not to listen to the mind.
Yes.
And I just played with that a lot, and I just discovered more and more areas in my life
Of course.
where I still had the feeling I have to do something, you know.
Yes.
I have to, do something, change something, know something. You know? So I could see that and stop that, and I would just more and more stop doing that. You
Yeah,
know?
okay.
Reacting to the mind, doing
Okay.
anything, and just do nothing,
Yeah.
which keep quiet.
Yeah.
And then I would realize I don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
But there was nothing to do.
Yeah.
And just being quiet, doing nothing, leaving myself as I am, that's all I ever had to do and all I ever want.
But this is wonderful.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Very
Yeah, and
nice.
it's so, for me, so wonderful that now it's finally at the point where this is more natural.
Yes.
You know, it's more natural now to just like stay resting, you know, instead of
Still be vigilant, you know?
yeah,
Still
no,
vigilant.
it's
But
also ever,
good.
I love it.
Very nice. You hear well. Very nice. What's your name?
Brihas.
Rihas. It's a German name?
That's a Sanskrit name.
And what does it mean?
It's Lord of Jupiter. But thank you so much for what you do. Such a
Thank my master. I heard it from him. Yes, Gabi.
I start to see that all the main problem is the I.
Yes.
The I. But somehow,
We think so, huh? Yes.
I always grasp when I have one day I can hear everything that I feel it's obvious, and the other day I feel I'm confused, and
Okay.
this goes on, and somehow I cannot separate of this wavering and
Okay, maybe there is something which is not too clear. You see, when it looks obvious to you, you keep quiet there. When the mind comes back with so many things, know that they are your habits. It's not you. Habits only. Try to be more vigilant about that, because it's a big difference when you know, oh, I identify again, and immediately, because you get this wisdom, keeping quiet more and more, you get this wisdom. It's habits only. I don't go there. I cannot transform them. They appear, they will disappear. I have nothing to do with that. You have now to get the strength of your wisdom. And again, keep quiet. You see, that will be for a while. It may be a strong period. Who cares? You will win like this to finally keep quiet and not have this feeling of the power of your mind.
yesterday I decided to be vigilant, not to go again to the mind.
But even
But
if you
somehow
go,
I
listen,
wasn't
even if
able.
you go in your mind, it doesn't matter. Don't transform your mind as a flat thing, ever quiet. It is your I which goes here and there, but no, it is the mind. Be wise immediately. Keep quiet and no. Be wise is the mind. I'm not grasping that. And even if you have the feeling of grasping, it's mind. Keep quiet. You have to get a life like this for a while. You see, habits of the mind, they have been fed for so millions of years to speak. I don't know how, but it's so, they have been trusted as reality. It takes some time. It's totally natural that will, like the fan, they will reappear. They will reappear. But then you know their nature now.
And in the wrong periods, I can call, I can fight with my knowledge.
Yeah, that's what I say. What is this knowledge? I keep quiet. It's only mind. Whatever appears, it's only mind. I keep quiet. It's not who I am. But that's why you see satsang is important for a while to come to satsang, because even if you know yourself, but this strength of habits, it's good to come to satsang to see more and more how keeping quiet is just what you have to do if there is still anything to do. And then the self reveals itself whenever. Doesn't matter. Already to keep quiet in yourself is just enough. Who cares? There is no bondage here. Yes.
If something is appearing, thought or sensation,
Yes.
ask who is seeing it, and then who is feeling it, and then I keep quiet at the end of the question.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Now you do it, not tomorrow. Now. Yes.
So it's a no effort, keep quiet.
Yes.
But where's the no effort then?
No effort is tremendous effort. If you still have to keep quiet, it means there is still a risk. I is a seed, still half a seed, a shade. Still there is a risk. Keep quiet. Too many, you see, have gone there and they have not kept quiet enough, and today they are lost. So don't underestimate this keeping quiet.
So
Do it as long as there is still somebody, even let it be a shade, even let it be a knowledge of nobody. Do it up to it disappears by itself, not through your own will. Surrender, make it all right.
So satsang until the last breath is quite enough.
It's enough. Satsang is everywhere, you see, because this keeping quiet is wherever you are. Isn't it? Still come for a while. Not to bind you, it's to free you, it's not to bind you. Good? And you? Inspired?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
When I do some meditation, it's
Oh.
good.
Who told you to meditate? Who told you to meditate?
So much in Kai or the
Huh?
so much in Kai or the under so much in Supreme Master Shinkai.
Well, Shinkai.
Supreme Master Shinkai.
But you see, you hop from one guru to another. Then I cannot speak to you. You believe that one who tells you to meditate. You come here, I tell you not to meditate. What you will do with all that? You will become cuckoo. Cuckoo, my dear.
What is cuckoo?
Is
crazy.
Yes. No, at this point you have to decide where you stay.
Yeah.
Otherwise, how can I speak to you?
I want to say that when I meditate, is good for eye, for
It's not good
cortex,
for eye.
For body. Okay.
Okay, for your body, mind, you want
Yeah.
to keep. Then you have a better style of life.
Yeah.
I agree, but it has nothing to do with the desire for freedom. I agree. In that way, you see, a lot is offered. A lot is offered to have a better quality of life. Nothing wrong with that. But when you have the desire for freedom, you don't want to lose a single time with all those things. You want to be freed. Okay? You hear?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Very good. It's for you I said that, so that at least don't lose your time. It's precious, you know, this life. It's very precious. And it's short.
Ganga,
Yes, please.
if I feel lots of love to somebody, for example a child or a master, I have to allow these feelings and at the same time just aware of it, it belongs to my ego, or don't grasp it.
It's the same. If you know that it belongs to I, you don't grasp it then. It flows and it goes. And it comes back and it flows and it goes. Nothing wrong. Nothing wrong, but it's not who you are. Huh? And at the same time, everything is yourself, you see. Everything is yourself. But this mind will never understand paradoxes, so that's it. Or someone would like to tell something? Nothing? Yes, please.
So when you laugh,
Yeah.
for example, when you laugh
Love.
laugh
And
and
love. Laugh and love.
and when you're in a deep sleep,
Oh.
these are close to the true nature, no? The true.
Nothing
these are
is
just
close. You
knock
listen,
out the
listen.
mind.
No expression is close. It is just a mirage appearing and disappearing. Nothing is close. Anybody? You will sleep well? You are well, Mr. Fear?
I'm part of fear and I'm part of feeling very well, yes.
Oh, go into the direction of who is feeling very well. Ooh. Let it be your last thought before you sleep tonight. Okay? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Very good. You don't sleep with Mrs. Butter. Avec la demoiselle.
Mrs. Beck.
Huh? Okay? You don't sleep with Mrs. Butt.
Ja,
Ja,
dat.
ja, but.
Yeah.
Oh, this is but. Okay.